Shalom Israel. It's your brother Lahab coming at you again with a quick little lesson. And before I get started, I want to give infinite honor and infinite glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of a great millstone who rule well and teach this truth 100%. And I also want to say peace and blessings to the Akim up under the elders, pushing the same truth throughout the four winds with all faith, sincerity, and diligence. To you, we say Shalom. And I'm going to entitle this video, We Have to Warn and Teach Our People This Truth. You know? And with that being said, you know, the Lord commanded us, you know, He commanded us to teach His truth, to warn our people. You know, there's various scriptures, you know, and I'm not going to get super in depth into it, you know, keep it quick, keep it simple, you know, but yeah, the Lord basically set us up, as the scriptures say, as watchmen, you know, to warn our people, man. You know, and as we're warning, teaching them, you know, teaching them what they need to know, man, like the law, statutes, and commandments, which the scriptures give us, and keeping them to the best of our ability, you know, and at the same time warning them of what's to come, you know, like judgment. That's to come. How America is going to get destroyed. That's to come, you know. And I don't want to get to rambling on. I'm going to just get right into it. And this is Ezekiel chapter 33, and verse, I'm just start at verse 1. It says, Again the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, you know, speak to the children of thy people, which is the Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, when I bring the sword upon the land. And that sword right there is basically a killing instrument, man. Death and destruction, basically. And it says, if the people of the land take a man of their cost, and set him for their watchman, you know, the Lord sets up His prophets, His watchmen, you know, all of the above, man. The Lord sets these men up. You know what I'm saying? And once the Lord chooses you, because you don't choose the Lord chooses you. You know? Matter of fact, get that real quick. John 15. Let's just get that real quick. You know? This is John chapter 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye shall go forth, that ye shall go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain. You know, that's basically the point. You know, the Lord chooses us, man. We don't choose the Lord, you know. The Lord chooses us. So basically, when the Lord sets you up as a watchman, you know, you have to go and you have to bring this truth out, man. You have to go warn your people, and you have to go teach your people too. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it's going to get into that. It says, verse 3. Matter of fact, Salaki. Let me get that other scripture real quick. Salakia, Israel. He's just hit me in the spirit to get this scripture. Alright. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna just stick to this right here. Salakia, Israel. Alright, what was I at? Verse 3. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 3. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people. You know? And that's with any kind of watchman that anyone has set up. You know, even if say for an example, you know, let's see. In the old days, you know, when people used to be set up around a castle, you know, and the castle had the little moat with the water around it, and you let the drawbridge out and shit like that. And on the top of the towers, you're gonna have a watchman setting up, watching the surrounding areas, you know, just in case invaders are coming, you know, and if they do see invaders coming, what they do? They warn their people, man. They let them know, hey, such and such is coming, you know, this and that, you know, the village across the way is coming, they're invading right now, they're at our gates, you know. That's a watchman, you know, warning their people. It says, verse 4, when whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take it not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. You know, okay, so let's jump to modern day time. Like right now, when we're bringing it out, we're on the highways and byways pushing this word, this truth. These rivers of living water. Okay, someone stop up. You got a Jake, you know, let's just say Jake, come up. Oh, what you doing, man? We run it down to him soon. That's our key, man. We, you know, letting the so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans know that you so-called Israelites that the Bible speak of, man. You got to come back to your heritage. You got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man, of our power. Oh, all right, man. You know, such and such. Okay, that's cool. You know, we get to running it with them. You know. Oh man, I feel that. I'm gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? Take my number down, such and such, woo-de-woo. Never hear from them. So boom, guess what? Their blood is on their hands now, man. We warned them. We let them know what we were doing. We let them know, man. Such and such, this and that. We let them know. So it's over with for them. You know, like the scripture said. And it said, let me just read it over. Verse 4. When whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come, that death and destruction come, and take him away, he get killed, get caught up in all the destruction that's about to come. His blood shall be upon his own head. That's going to be his doing because he didn't take heed. Verse 6. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, you know, you got these certain I'ma just say wannabe Israelites, because you ain't no true Israelite if you ain't really pushing this truth 100%, man. You know, if you ain't out there warning your people, teaching your people, you know, then you're not a true Israelite. But I'm gonna say you got these so-called wannabe Israelites out there not warning your people, man, still doing the same old bullshit, you know. And it says, and this is for y'all, man. You know something you're supposed to teach your people, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It says, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. You know, so boom. If you then got this truth and you don't want to push this word out, you don't want to warn your people, you don't want to teach your people, you know, you constantly coming up with all kind of bullshit to stop yourself from going out on the highways and byways or whatever it may be. You know, the Lord is going to require your blood for anybody, for anyone's blood that was spilled, man. You know, and this is not our words, man. This is the Lord's words, man. And we have to take heed to this. We have to take heed to this, man. We have to fear the Lord, man. We have to fear the Lord, and we have to fear what the Lord can do to us. And it says, verse 7, so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. He said, that didn't say that you can be a watchman whenever you want. No. That said, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, man. I mean, the Lord has set us up to be these watchmen out here on these highways and byways, to be these prophets, you know, to be the seers, to be all of these, to be these men, bringing it out, warning our people, teaching our people, man. You know, spilling all of Esau's lies and bullshit and fairy tales, man. Spilling it. That's what the Lord has set us up to do, man. You know, therefore, thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. Warn them from the Lord, man. Not from us, but from the Lord. From Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakal Kodash, man. Those warnings are coming from Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakal Kodash, man. They're not coming from us. They're not coming from our own vain thoughts and opinions. No. The words that we're speaking, man, it's coming straight and directly from the Lord, man. It says, verse 8, when I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way. That wicked man shall die in his iniquities, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Once again, man. We cannot just sit up and do nothing when you know the truth, man. You can't. Or the Lord, or you, rephrase that, or yourself is going to get caught up in the oncoming destruction, or the sword, what it just said, man. You're going to get caught up in the sword that's to come. You are. You're going to get caught up in that sword that's to come, man. If you don't get off your behind and start pushing this word, man. Verse 9. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it if he do not turn from his ways, which basically, put in layman's terms, in modern days terms, if we're out there pushing this truth, constantly enduring and push to the end, in the jakes that we warn and teach, if they don't turn from their ways, the ways of the world, which is the ways of America, the ways of this abominable place, then he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. So we're delivering our souls when we're warning and teaching our people of what's to come, man, and how they're supposed to really be living, man. Living according to the words of these scriptures, man. According to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash, man. Got another. That was it for that. I'm gonna go to this one. Jump to this one right here. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. It says, "For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, hold on, I can't even hardly speak right now. For necessity is laid upon me. Salaki is real. For necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is me if I preach not the gospel." He said, woe is me, man. Paul said, woe is me if he teach not the gospel. You have to teach this thing, man. Waslakia, we have to teach this thing. We have to teach this thing. If you Akim out there that's listening to this, man, and just having thoughts about, coming to this truth, man, hey, man, if you know something, you have to teach it. You have to. You have to wash that blood off your hands, man, or the Lord will require your blood. And with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. And I'm going to close it out by giving infinite honor, infinite glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach this truth 100%. And peace and blessing to the Akim up under the elders pushing the same truth throughout the four winds with all faith, sincerity, and diligence. To you, we say Shalom.